In Snapdragon Stadium, we prepare for the first ever Beam Monster Jam Points Series. It's starting in 2025 with Stadium Championship Series East, round number 1. This is going to be an incredible series with 12 drivers ready to do battle, and only one of them can walk away with the very first Points Series trophy in Stadium Series East history. This building is ready to go, the fans are filing in, and we are just moments away from getting ready for all the Beam Monster Jam action coming up next. But before we get going today, let's meet a couple of our superstars that are going to be competing on this series. Please welcome Koehler, Mayhem.
Buckle up, we're going big.
Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. and Tristen, England, JCB Digatron. Monster Jam. You've now seen all the 12 trucks on the floor, but let's meet every individual driver right now that are battling for this series championship, starting with Tyler Menninga in Gravedigger, Cynthia Gauthier, the Lucas Stabilizer, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, Colt Stevens, ThunderROARus, Bari Musawir in Zombie, Camden Murphy in the Classroom Crusher, Tristen England in the JCB Digatron, Ryan Anderson in Son-Uva Digger, Cory Rummell, Megalodon, Jim Koehler in Avenger, Chris Koehler in Mayhem, and Joe Foley in Axe. One of those drivers will be a series champion at the end of the day, but they're going to have to battle through multiple events, and it all starts right here in Snapdragon Stadium. So let's see what they're going to be doing in this event today. The stadium event format will represent 3 competitions, starting with racing, then they'll go to the skills challenge, and then they will have freestyle. It's everyone's favorite part of the day, but with the first competition being racing, we've got to look at the 12 truck racing bracket. 4 drivers got automatic buys into the quarterfinals. You can see them right there. ThunderROARus, Classroom Crusher, Lucas Stabilizer, and Gravedigger. But we've got 8 coming out of round number 1, and let's meet our first pairing of the day. Starting things off in the blue lane, Chris Koehler, Mayhem. And his opponent, Joe Foley, Axe. These two have been teammates for a while, and they are ready for what is bound to be an awesome event. Oh no, but Joe Foley having some problems here. He's going to have to get carted off the track. Our first race of the season, and we are already off to a pretty rough start. Axe is going to need to get looked at. He's not going to be able to compete in that first race. What a shame. Joe Foley was really looking forward to competing out here today, and unfortunately that is going to take a lot of points away from him. You never want to start in a hole. Not many people were picking Joe Foley to win this series, but again, you really need to put on the best performance you can from the start. It's a quick season, so you could jump out to an early lead and still be in it. So Chris Koehler and Mayhem off with their first race of the series, and he is going to have a bye run. Chris Koehler's never won a racing competition before, and this is a prime opportunity for him to do so, as he is going to have an easy berth in round number 2, taking on one of the 4 drivers of the bye run. Good pass. That will be your Stadium Series East track starting in San Diego. There's going to be a couple tracks we alternate throughout the season as well, so this will not be the only one. You can see right there again, Chris Koehler advancing into the second round. The next race, we'll get to see our first look at Ryan Anderson, Son-Uva Digger. His opponent, Bari, Musawir, and Zombie, they both sound ready to go, and we can have our first head-to-head race of this Stadium Series. Let's go green. 2 very good racers, both of these drivers capable of walking away with this series championship. And obviously there will also be a World Finals at the end of this season, so we'll have some World Champions among us on this series possibly. Both looking good. Bari had to slam on the brakes going into the turn, but it's not going to stop him from winning. Zombie off with a big start in round number 1, taking down Son-Uva Digger. We start now in the gray lane with Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. His opponent will be Jim Koehler, Avenger. Jim Koehler rocking that beautiful orange Avenger. They are both at the line, these 2 orange trucks. Who's going to win the battle of the orange monster truck machines here? Beam Monster Racing only in the 3rd race of the day, and they are off. Looking at it from a nice angle here, you can see how difficult this track is. All these turns, you've got to hit the throttle, you got to turn a ton. This is a real racer's course. Armando Castro trying to put it away in the final turn. Can Avenger make up the ground? Yes, he can. Avenger's your winner. So Armando had a lead, and Jim Koehler took it back. He is your winner. So that is the end of round number 1. You look at that final pairing there. Unfortunately, Megalodon never even made it to the line. So JCB Digatron got another bye there into the second round. So 2 races that had 2 drivers not make it to the line. So we've got our quarterfinals set, 8 trucks ready to go. Hopefully, we'll get to have some full races here in this second round, as we will get our first look at Colt Stevens' ThunderROARus. His opponent will be Koehler, who we've already seen tonight, driving Mayhem. Both of these drivers having their first race against an opponent tonight, and it starts here in round number 2. The winner will move on to the semifinals. They are ready. They are going, and ThunderROARus is not going anywhere. Mayhem, what happened there? It's almost like there's a lighting problem. Mayhem left the line, so again, we continue with our unclean night of racing here in Snapdragon Stadium. We're going to get them restaged and refired, ready to go. Looks like we're finally ready, and we are finally racing. Those berms are causing a lot of problems for drivers. Let's see if we can get a win that's clean from one of these two. Pretty close going to the final turn. The final turn matters so much. Both handled it well. ThunderROARus handled it better. Colt Stevens is your winner, taking down Mayhem in the second round. Race 2, round 2. Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher taking on Bari Musawir, Zombie. 2 very good racers. We saw Bari Musawir put down a burner in the first round. Will he be able to take down a very good racer in Camden Murphy here? Both of them have had success in racing in the past. Camden Murphy doesn't have a racing win on the series, on this channel. Bari has 2 of them, so Camden looking for his first career racing win in B Monster Jam history. Bari's going to try and put him away by moving in to the semifinals. Bari cuts another great turn, so does Camden. It's a photo finish across the line. Our best race of the series so far coming here in round number 2. The super glue glued to the action. Replay shows us that Camden Murphy by a tire is your winner in the Classroom Crusher. Stellar race between those two. We move along and we will now meet Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Her opponent, Jim Koehler, Avenger. Jim Koehler was able to pull out a pretty good win in that first round of racing. A bit of a surprise there. Took down Armando Castro. Can he take down Cynthia Gauthier? We look ready to go. Waiting on the green. Still waiting on the green. Still waiting on the green. Still waiting on the green, and finally, there it is. And Jim Koehler is already having problems. The truck waited too long, and apparently that long wait is going to cost him. As the truck shut off the second he hit the gas, Cynthia is going to have herself an easy win. Coming around the final turn, Cynthia not handling it very well, but she is going to cross the line a winner. So we look at the racing bracket right now, and again, we have another race that doesn't take place. So Tristen has now got a bye-in in the semifinals. He has not even driven today, and he is going to be starting his night in the semifinals. And that is going to be against Colt Stevens and ThunderROARus for some reason. I don't know why that is, but that bracket doesn't make much sense. So we've got that first race right here. So let's meet these semifinals contenders. We got Colt Stevens in the blue lane driving ThunderROARus, and our first look at him tonight, Tristen is in the gray lane driving the JCB Digatron. One of them will go to the final round. Tristen has been gifted a minimum of 8 points. He hasn't even needed to do anything so far here tonight, and he is going to move on all this way, so he's going to get himself plenty of head start, and he's going to try and win the whole competition. Not easy, though, when you haven't ran a single race. Colt Stevens has a lead. He goes to the final turn, trying to seal the deal. Coming around the end, who will it be? Close one, but it is ThunderROARus. Colt Stevens will go to the finals here in San Diego. Question on everyone's minds, who will race Colt Stevens in the finals? Will it be Cynthia Gauthier in the Lucas Stabilizer, or will it be Camden in the Classroom Crusher? Let's find out by determining who the winner of this race will be. They are off. One of these drivers going to the finals. Cynthia's had an interesting night. She was able to beat Jim Koehler in basically a bye run, so this is her first real matchup here. Camden going around the final turn, trying to win it, but Cynthia's hanging in there too. It's a close one, and across the line, another photo finish. We look at the replay. Camden was able to pull it out barely in the Classroom Crusher, another nail-biter, but Cynthia Gauthier couldn't pull this one out. It'll send Camden to the finals. So before we head into that final round, we'll take one more look at the racing bracket and how we got here. Colt Stevens and ThunderROARus had a bye run into that second round, and he has managed to make his way to the finals. Camden same thing. He had a bye run into the second round and made it all the way to the finals. So two drivers who didn't have to race in round one were able to make their way to the finals. A pretty impressive night of racing between the two of them, and only one can walk away with the first 12 points. But we're going to head behind the pits really quickly and take a look at something going on back there.
As the trucks lined up, excitement was high. Avenger rolling to the line with determination. EFI issues caused a major setback, and the truck couldn't continue, leaving Avenger to be pulled off the track. Meanwhile, Menninga and Gravedigger faced rear steer issues that prevented him from even hitting the track. Gravedigger was quickly escorted to the back for further inspection. It's moments like this that showcase the intense and unpredictable nature of Beam Monster Jam. Stay tuned as we bring you more updates and behind-the-scenes action from Snapdragon Stadium.
Thanks to our sideline reporter there, getting us all the action, knowing that Avenger with the EFI issues, Gravedigger with those rear steer issues. Still don't know what happened with Megalodon, but we've got one more race to crown a winner tonight in San Diego. Are you ready? It is the first 12 points up for grabs on this series. This is a critical way to start off because one of these drivers is going to be one step closer to winning the series championship. Coming out of the gray lane, will it be Camden in the Classroom Crusher? Or in the blue lane, will it be Colt Stevens in ThunderROARus? One of these drivers is going to hoist the trophy at the end of the night, and I am so excited to find out. Can we go racing? They are ready, and here we go, San Diego! So far, very, very solid. One of these drivers will be winning it. They're both very smooth. Going to the final turn. ThunderROARus entered the turn first. He hits the jump first, and it is Colt Stevens with a dominant victory. Moving into the winner's circle tonight, your first competition winner on this series is Colt Stevens in ThunderROARus. That is Colt's first ever competition win on the channel, and no better time to do it than in the most important event that he has had to compete in so far, his 7th event on the channel, and he has grabbed the first racing victory of Stadium Series East. We will look now at our beautiful new updated overall event championship leaderboard with Colt Stevens at the top with 12. This is your current points standings as well for the season. Obviously, after this event, it will represent the series standings with only a couple events on this tour. San Diego, California, got 2 more competitions to go. Obviously, I like to look at those top 4 and 5 drivers. Those guys are the ones who are really in striking distance. And if you're in the upper half, it's obviously very possible that you will win this overall event today, but all the way down there at the bottom, those drivers are going to have a real tough time coming back. Without further ado, we'll get into the second competition of the day. This is skills. Now, the skills competition is a really fun one. This tests the talent of the drivers because they have to do 2 moves on 2 wheels or 1 donut. We're looking for creativity, wow factor, realism. It is really difficult to balance a monster truck on 2 wheels, and all 12 of these drivers have their own way of doing that. Joe Foley going to be our first driver to attempt a skills move on the season. Joe, this is his 4th ever competition event on the channel. He goes for a slap wheelie. He's got it. Very nice. Dragging that tail along the San Diego floor. He has never won a competition in his career. He is a member of Team Scream, and he is ready to put on an incredible performance here in Axe. He's got to make up some serious points because he only got 1 in the racing competition. He's going to need to get a lot more here in skills. Going for a bicycle. Very nice bicycle. Walks it up over that ramp. Pretty solid work out of Joe Foley and Axe. Scoring is open. Let's see what the judges give him. He was able to get himself a 7.055. That is going to be your first run of the night. Coming out next, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Ryan is going to be a real threat to win this series in this son of a digger truck. Obviously, off to a bad start with his racing competition today, but he has a chance to make up some more points here in the skills challenge. He's got 2 skills wins in his career. He has exactly 2 wins in every single competition in his Beam Monster career. Ooh, not a very good move there. Tried that tombstone / maximum moonwalk. It didn't really work very well for him. Ryan does have the very first and only triple down on... Oh, not the only, but he had the very first triple down on this series, or on the channel. In Glendale, he was able to win all 3 competitions. It was very impressive when Weston Anderson has since tripled down as well. Ryan lining up for move number 2. He's going to need a good one. Really can't afford to be falling far behind in the first event of the year. Oh my, got caught up on one wheel for a moment. Saved it, bounces it to the other side. Going to have to save it on this one. Wow, pulled it off. Broke something in the back right there, but an awesome move. Son of a digger showing off here. He made up for that really rough first move very well. Look at this one more time. That's super glued to the action replay. Giving you every bit of excitement here. It looks like he broke that back right axle right there on the landing. So he's going to have some work to do heading into freestyle, but an awesome move there will hopefully put him towards the top. Axe has the score to beat. We'll see if Son of a Digger can take it. It is 8.290. Next up, we've got Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Armando has a skills win in his career. One of them came back in Salt Lake City. This is his 11th event on the channel. And now getting a chance to drive on a stadium series. It's a pretty big deal to have him out here. I know a lot of people are very excited to see the El Toro Loco truck. Gonna drop it down on the front 2 wheels there. Blowing the smoke out to let the fans know that he is here to play. Putting on the best performance he can. Armando, one of the best to do 2-wheel maneuvers. Very, very nice for Armando Castro. Got one more move to go. Let's see him go for this second move. Gonna try a stoppie there. Walking that thing halfway down the track. Keeping it fully balanced. This is going to be a real competitor to take a lead. Judge is going to have a tough job deciding if this was better than what Ryan Anderson did. But 2 full moves is obviously going to help him. Ryan only had the 1. Very, very solid work out of El Toro Loco there. We'll find out if it is enough for him to take the lead here in San Diego in the first event of the season. Score to beat, Ryan Anderson's 8.290. El Toro Loco gets an 8.723. We've got a new leader. Your next competitor is making his first appearance on this series. This is Cory Rummell, Megalodon. This is Cory's 5th ever event on the channel. Never has won a competition. We will see if he can grab himself his very first in the first competition he's got this year. Did not compete in the racing competition for whatever reason that is. I love that they've got LEDs on this truck. The eyes, the name, little LED in the cab as well. Very neat look. He's trying to do a tombstone. Oh no! Megalodon flips it over and just shot his tail into the stands at about 60 miles an hour. So some fan just got a souvenir to the chest. I thought he had saved it for a brief moment, but unfortunately that front bit of the chassis caught right on the dirt, and that is a real tough way to end for Megalodon. We're going to see if the score is going to be any bit respectful. I should say respectable. It's not respectful. Waiting on the scores. They are in. It's a 3.011. Tough break. Megalodon not off to a good start. Your next competitor's Koehler, Mayhem. Koehler looking for his first ever competition win. He's going to have to take Armando Castro out of the hot seat. Will he be able to do that? Lining up for what looks like a maximum moonwalk, maybe? On the side of the backflip ramp. This is a risky move. You have to do it perfectly, and he does. He did it perfectly. Very nice job out of Koehler. Doing a really good job at walking this truck down, keeping it balanced. That's 12,000 pounds. He's doing a good job of it. Tried to combo it into something, but that didn't work very well. That's his first move. Getting lined up for move number 2 here, Mayhem. Going for a bicycle? Yes, he is. On that right side of the monster truck. Solid. Oh my, don't flip it over. Trying to save it? He does. Pretty good run out of Mayhem. I don't know if it'll be enough to take the lead, but we will have to find out looking at that replay here. He did a good job. He really did. I mean, that was a solid run, but I don't know if it was enough to win. I would probably go for second place right now, maybe even third. Son-Uva Digger had that awesome save, but one bad move in there. See what the judges thought. Your score to beat Toro Loco. Let's find out. Mayhem gets an 8.755. That's first place, and that doesn't make any sense. So Zombie will be your next competitor here in this competition, trying to take down Mayhem. Obviously, the scoring matters so much because every point's going to count at the end of the day to try and win this series. And Koehler got a bit of a gift in this competition by getting first place, but he really didn't deserve it. So Bari Musawir is going to try and overtake him. Bari has never won a two-wheel skills competition on the channel. Maybe today he'll get number 1. We've had a lot of drivers with that tonight. Not wasting any time, going right for the jammer. Tried to get a slap wheelie out of it. He does a little bit, but that wasn't very good. Move number 1. Going for the step up, wasting no time. Still going big time on the step up. Big air. Some of the biggest air of the season. It'll take him right to his parking spot. Solid run at a Zombie. We'll see if the judges liked it enough to put it in first. This was the highlight right here. That is 90 degrees pointed at the sky. The Zombie arms waving. And a very good move at a Zombie. Will it be enough? Score to beat? Mayhem. The score for Zombie is 8.173. That's not going to get it done here today in San Diego. Competing next, Koehler, Avenger. Koehler, long-time monster trucking veteran. This is only his 4th appearance here on the Beam Monster Jam channel. He has never won a competition, but has an overall event championship. And he goes big on the step up. That was also 90 degrees. Really rivaling what Zombie did very strongly. Koehler lining up for move number 2. Going to try a bicycle like his son did, and his son is in the lead. He's got it on one wheel. Oh my! Hold it together. The truck's breaking apart. He's trying to save it on the sidewalls. Holy cockaroni! That was incredible. That was an amazing save. I don't think that was even possible, but he pulled it off. I mean, one wheel the whole time. Looked like he broke something here, but the truck held it together, had enough power, spinning her around for one of the best Beam Monster Jam moves ever done. Jim, Koehler, and Avenger better be your new leader after that. There you go, 9.013. It should have even been higher than that. That's going to be tough to beat tonight. Going to take a quick look behind the scenes right now. Got our sideline reporter.
Avenger has rolled into the pits after his two-wheel skills run. His crew is quickly assisting the truck. Meanwhile, Gravedigger is fired up and heading back towards the tunnel for a skills run. His crew chief successfully fixed the rear steer issues earlier, and he is ready to put on a show for the fans. Back to you, Mike.
Thank you, Mr. Sideline Reporter. Welcome to the floor, Tyler Menninga Gravedigger. Tyler Menninga is one of the headlines on this series, but he did not get to compete in racing. He had himself some rear steer issues, and he is coming out here looking for his second career two-wheel skills victory. He's going to need to take down Jim Koehler. There's still a couple drivers to go too, so Tyler needs to put on his best performance right now. Making sure that rear steer is working. Seems to be. His crew chief did a good job. Let's see his skills run. Come on now. Get it, Tyler. Let's drive. He's got it very slow. Got it on the sidewall. Slows it down. Stopped it. Started it again. Oh, yeah. Pausing it on the left side. Great first move out of Tyler Menninga. Not as good as Jim Koehler's, but if he could put down a second move just as good as that first, it cumulatively will likely be better. And we also know the judges on this channel always will give Gravedigger a 10 no matter what he does out there. So you have to keep that in the back of your mind. Gravedigger is a heavy favorite because the judges seem to rig it for his truck every single time. We'll see if Tyler can earn it this time for once. I gotta say, not quite. That second move was nowhere near as good. So this is our true test. And have the judges been brainwashed totally to only give the lead to Gravedigger, or have they kind of figured things out? Because Gravedigger should not be your leader. Everyone watching this knows that. Avenger had the best run, but this is a very good one from Tyler Menninga. Puts him hopefully in a pretty good spot going into freestyle. We'll see what the judges thought. I am hoping for a good outcome. Avenger is your score to beat. He should stay there. The score for Gravedigger is 8.539. Way to go, judges. You got it right. Finally. So proud of you guys. Let's keep it up. Keep up the good work. Your next competitor will be Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. Cynthia drops it down into a stoppie for her first move. Cynthia's never won a competition on the channel. Not a great start to this one. Looks like she might also be lining it up for the step up. Big honky-tonka air and a slap wheelie afterwards. Very nice. That's the best anyone's executed that move today. We'll see if it is enough for her to grab a lead. I don't think it will be, but we'll see what the judges thought. You never know what's going through those judges' minds. Score to beat, 8 point... Oh, we didn't even see the score to beat. She just got it right away, 8.074. So 5th place, very solid for Stabilizer. Moving along to Tristen, England, in the JCB Digatron. Tristen, another threat on this series, made it to the semifinals in racing today without winning a single race, but has never won a two-wheel skills competition. We'll see if he can grab himself a skills win today in San Diego. Now, he did compete on the first ever arena series on this channel. He was driving the Earthshaker truck. Got deep on that one, very nice. Walks it back up. Oh my, holding it still on two wheels. This is impressive. Very solid. That's the end of his first move. Here goes nothing for move number 2. Very, very solid run out of the JCB Digatron, but not the best. The first move was pretty good. Second one left a little to be desired there. Avengers still got your score to beat the score for the Digatrons. An 8.733, a little higher than it should have been, but it's still 4th place. Winding down here in skills as we get now to Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. Camden Murphy, another driver without a single two-wheel skills win in his career. Jim Koehler is still in first. He has never won one either. And our next competitor will be Colt Stevens, and he also has never won a skills competition either before. So no matter what, we'll have a first-time win. Pretty good way to start off this series. I love when stuff like that can happen, as Camden's put on a really good first move right now. The judges have to be analyzing everything as that hood falls off. But again, Jim Koehler had that stellar move on the sidewalls. That was incredible. Camden still balancing that thing. Thankfully, we don't have any time limit for moves here because this isn't stupid. He will set it down finally after an awesome first move. Very good start. Camden making sure his run-up is perfect. He pops it right over that ramp. Not easy to do. He is walking that thing forward. This is overall a really complete run. But Jim Koehler just had that awesome wow moment. But Camden might come close here. Nonetheless, should help him in the points. He's rolling it over, but the momentum was brilliant. He has saved the truck. And an awesome second move might help him to grab a lead here today. Jim Koehler's number high, but not too high. And I think Camden might have a good enough run to come close. The question is, will the judges think it is enough or not? I don't have a preference one way or the other. I still think Avenger was better, but that move was pretty darn good. Let's find out. Your score to beat still belongs to Avenger. The score for Classroom Crusher is... It is your new leader, 9.289. So with just one truck to go, it'll be Colt Stevens and ThunderROARus trying to take down Camden Murphy in the Classroom Crusher. One of these drivers will be winning their very first skills competition in their Beam Monster Jam careers. Colt Stevens fresh off of a racing win tonight. The two of them met in the final round. Colt's going to try and win both of those matchups. Camden going to try and squeeze out a skills win. Colt, never been known for his two-wheel skills prowess, but he could snag a win in this competition once in a while. Is he dealing with some truck problems? It almost seemed like it... Nope, he's good. It almost seemed like his transmission stopped working for a moment, but I think he's good. Alright, here he goes to the jammer. Oh, yeah, bicycle. Slow on his roll there. Got it on the sidewall. Spinning her around. Oh, my. When will it stop? Oh, boy. Don't throw up in there, Colt Stevens. That was insane. So many sidewalls. That was awesome. So now Colt's going to try and win it in skills and help himself out. Try and win this points series with a good second move. We'll see if he can pull one out. Lining up for the log on the side of this racing ramp. There you go. Got it up. Oh, couldn't hold it. Too bad. That first move is going to help him get a nice number, I hope, but was unfortunately not enough for him to really snag a win in my eyes, but you never know what the judges will think. Still, though, doing everything he needs to be able to be in good standing on this series. This series is a marathon and a sprint at the same time. It's going to be a very quick series. So you've got to go out there and put up big numbers early, and a move like that, man, that'll be showing up on the highlight reels at the end of the season. Will it be enough, though, for him to win? Classroom Crusher's score to beat is right there. ThunderROARus, not quite enough, 9.214. It'll grab him second place, but he is going to now be tied for first in the overall event standings with Camden Murphy. We'll look at those numbers in just a moment, but that means that your winner is Camden Murphy. Classroom Crusher picking up his very first skills win in his B Monster Jam career.
Currently, we've got 4 trucks lined up behind me. Ryan Anderson's Son of a Digger, Jim Koehler's Avenger, Rummell's Megalodon, and Classroom Crusher. Ryan Anderson faced a setback earlier with a sidewall save that resulted in a broken third member. However, his crew has worked tirelessly to repair it, and Ryan is eager to hit the track hard in freestyle. Classroom Crusher had a dramatic moment in two-wheel skills when the truck flipped over, but landed back on all 4 BKT tires. Although they lost the front clip, the crew is inspecting the truck to ensure everything is safe for freestyle. Avenger, driven by Jim Koehler, executed an impressive sidewall save. The truck has been checked over, and Jim is all set to continue thrilling the crowd. Rummell's Megalodon encountered a slight mishap during two-wheel skills, tipping over more than expected. Fortunately, it's mostly body damage, and Cory is confident the Megalodon fire truck will be roaring back for freestyle. That wraps up the latest updates from the pits. Stay tuned for more action-packed B Monster Jam excitement here at Snapdragon Stadium.
Again, big thanks to our sideline reporter. Before we go to halftime, let's take a look at the overall event championship standings right now. Camden Murphy currently in first place, even though it is a tie because the driver who wins the most recent competition in this scenario would have the lead. So those two drivers made it to the final round, having good days today. Still in it, Tristen in the JCB, Digatron, and Jim Koehler in Avenger. It's going to require some pretty bad freestyles from those top two drivers. Obviously, the big number I want to point out is Ryan Anderson being at 7 on the bottom. He cannot afford to be all the way down there. He's got to have a really good freestyle to bring it back. Anybody right now that is below 7th is out of it when they try to win that overall event championship later today, but 7 and above, still mathematically possible. We'll see who can walk away with the overall event championship, but before we get to freestyle, we're going to take a brief break here in the first ever Beam Monster Jam Stadium Series event.
Monster Jams.
Control chaos.
It's crazy what we do with these trucks. Even if you've been years ago, it's time to come back to Monster. You absolutely don't know what is going to happen.
And then to get inside and strap in and do the things we do, it's just a rush like no other.
When you start jumping school buses and jumping some of these things you got out here and running these things as fast as where they go, you feel like you can do anything.
It's crazy, bigger than you could even imagine, and it's insane. You just have to be there.
Whoa! Hits the step up sideways. Getting a bicycle, he's flipping over on one wheel. He's gonna fall. Oh my God! Full send off the jammer. Whoa! My nice air into the crater for the step up, and she's gonna send it in the air.
So we welcome you back to Beam Monster Jam here. The very first Stadium Series East event of the season is one competition away from wrapping it up, and that'll be the freestyle competition again. One more look at the overall event standings right now. We've got a tie atop the leaderboard. Camden Murphy and Colt Stevens with 23 points apiece. Both of them in really good standing to try and win that competition and that championship. We'll see how they can do it. Obviously, every point matters very much. This is a points series, so it's very important that you get off to a good start. Both of them are doing just that, but we've got freestyle coming up in just a moment.
As we approach the freestyle competition here at Snapdragon Stadium, the energy is building up in the pit, and you can feel the excitement in the air. Behind me, the trucks are starting to line up and get staged, ready to put on an unforgettable show for all of you watching. Once these trucks have hit the track, we're in for some serious freestyle action. Expect huge air, insane combos, and more backflips than you can count. The drivers are giving it their all, and this is where they can really show their skills, creativity, and fearlessness. It's all about who can leave the biggest impression on the judges and the crowd. First up, Classroom Crusher is set and ready to go. The crew has been making final adjustments as you can see. The truck is in good condition, waiting for the track and put on performance that will have the crowd roaring. We've seen some incredible skills from this truck tonight, and I'm sure he's going to give it his all in freestyle. Moving over to Avenger, the crew just finished the final checkup to ensure everything is good to go. Jim Koehler is no stranger to pushing to the limits. After an impressive performance in two-wheel skills, Avenger is set to take it up another notch. Expecting some big air and amazing moves from this veteran. It's only a matter of time before he gets the crowd on their feet. Next up, we've got Son-Uva ready to go. Ryan has been waiting for his turn, and after a rough start earlier, losing in round 1 to the racing to Bari Musawir, they've got everything dialed in and ready for this freestyle run. Son-Uva is looking to show why he's one of the top contenders, and I expect him to bring some serious heat to this competition. Back to you, Mike.
You know what time it is? You know what that sound means? It is time for our very first one of the season. Stadium Series East, the first ever Stadium Series. It is time for Beam Monster Jam Freestyle! Absolutely electric as we get ready for the first competitor. They will have to complete 30 seconds to get a score. They got 2 minutes to do whatever they want on the track. And it is a free-for-all out here. 12 trucks, 1 winner. Who is going to take it home? Starting us off is Joe Foley and Axe. Boom! We have liftoff. Joe Foley ready to fire it up. He's got a broken axle in the front right. I believe that first move might have hurt him just a smidge. We'll see, though. Could just be a little lag. Yeah, I think it was just the lag. Oh my, no lag there. Axe in the air for about 2.5 seconds. He ain't even qualified for a score yet, Joe. You better keep it going. Representing all the firefighters out there, Joe Foley, a fireman himself, ready to try and win freestyle. Off to a very good start. It's hard to come out first and win, but if anyone can do it, my money would be on Freestyle and Foley. This dude, one of the best to ever do it. Halfway through. He is just putting his foot to the floor. Oh no! Crunched her in! Ooh, over she goes. That was a brutal ending there. Joe Foley gonna need to hit up the chiropractor in between events here. That was a brutal finish. Barely completed the first half of his freestyle run. Here is that crush. Whew! Right in on the front end there. That is a knee breaker, if I've ever seen one. They're going to have a lot of work to fix that truck, and Joe Foley might be running on one leg to be able to do that after that hard landing. It's a 7.188. They get Axe flipped back over, and that is your first score of the day. Next up, Armando Castro, Toro, Loco. Armando is a very good freestyler. He has 2 minutes. He's going to line up on this ramp, blow that smoke, get the fans ready. He's your second freestyler out, and he is going for the gold here in San Diego. Backing it all the way up to the dumpsters. He is off. There you have it. There's your 120 seconds on the clock. Armando never has gotten a freestyle win on this channel before. He does have an overall event championship today. That's going to be pretty tough to do tonight, but a big freestyle can boost him in the scoring and keep him close going into the next event. Again, you've got to be consistent if you want to win this series. You obviously have to be dominant, but if you can be consistently in the top few in every event, you'll have a chance at winning a series. The pace up right now, not quite the level of excitement we saw out of Axe, but obviously if he can go out there and fill the clock, it'll give him a better score. Armando now throwing in a big hit, 60 seconds in. be heading over to do the backflip. We have not had a backflip yet. The first backflip of the season. He has landed it and he threw in a little moonwalk. Armando's got number 1. Going big on the step up. Oh yeah. Ouchie. Hard landing on the back end with 10 seconds to go. Gotta finish strong if he wants to win it today. That's some nice air. Time is up. Anything else will just be for the fans. He's not going to do it. That is the end of his run. Armando Castro and El Toro Loco fills the clock for the first time here in this 2025 stadium season. Solid work out of Armando. Looking at the replay, it was not the greatest run ever, but that was a textbook complete freestyle. The backflip to moonwalk, the big air that immediately followed. That is the best way to get a good score. Maybe not a winning score, but if he gets lucky tonight and everyone else has some trouble, you never know, he might find his way in the winner's circle. Armando going to be a very consistent competitor on this series. Every single competition, will it be enough for him to take down Axe's score to beat? Yes, of course, 8.597. You had to expect that. That is about on par for what he should have gotten for that run. Your third competitor, this is Cory Rummell, Megalodon. Cory's had some trouble tonight. It has not been his night, but this man loves to freestyle. He loves to go big. He is not afraid to walk out of here with every single piece of his truck broken off. And I've got to imagine there's a lot of frustration on the night. He is off with big air. His skills run only lasted about 2 seconds. His racing competition lasted 0 seconds. Let's see how many seconds freestyle will go for. He has been competing for about a combined 5 seconds tonight entering the day. So the fact that he's already made it 20 seconds in here is pretty good. I do love that we've got Megalodon Fire out here too. It's nice to change it up. Don't just have the standard trucks. We're always going to bring you the best out here on Beam Monster Jam. Always got to give a shout out to everyone working behind the scenes to put on these events. I just come in here and talk on the microphone, but there's so much work that goes into it. Mr. Amari, big shout out to him. He's the one who does all the work behind the scenes. He does most of it. A lot of people are also involved. So thank you to everybody making this happen. And thank you all for watching if you're still here. So 70 seconds into the run, Cory's having a pretty good freestyle right now, just making sure he gets deep into it. San Diego, you ready for a backflip? There it is. Cory Rummell lands one. He has to do something to separate himself from Armando Castro, though. He has not done that yet. Maybe a little save would help. That helps a little bit. Going off the car stack, he's twisting a little bit, but evens it out in the air. 15 seconds to go. Huge air off the step up. My goodness, that broke the back end pretty heavily. But luckily for him, it is at the end of the time, and he's going to just set her down right there. So even though he competed for about 125 seconds today, 120 of them came in freestyle, and that was a really, really good run. Should be pretty close. I mean, I don't know if the judges thought he did enough to take the lead, but in my eyes, it was a pretty even run. So I will defer to the judges and their judgment on who they think should be the leader. A couple of really nice moves. This one was a fun one to end it off. Busted that whole back left end of the truck there. Got a big bend on the 4-link bar. Maybe other things that broke on the landing as well, and he finished it off kissing the 8-pack. Score to beat El Toro Loco. The score for Megalodon is 8.611. He is your new leader. Coming out next, Bari Musawir, Zombie. Bari ready to tackle this floor. We've seen a lot of drivers get big air, and Bari loves to do that. He's never won a freestyle on the channel, but he does have 2 overall event championships today, and obviously everyone's fighting for that point series. Bari trying to put down the best run he can to this point, 30 seconds in. Bari's always been a very good freestyler. Make the most of this one in Snapdragon Stadium. Have not really had a wow moment yet tonight, so that's obviously something to remember. If Bari could pop one of those out, it'll hopefully help him in the scores. Really not doing anything huge right now. I would like to see him step up that pace a little bit. 30 seconds to go. Looks like he's going to try a backflip. So far, we're 2 for 2 on the night in backflips. He goes for it. Oh, there you go. He got it. 3 for 3. Look out for that step up. Wow! Over the second deck. That was awesome. Good work out of Bari Musawir. Massive air at the end as well, so 2 huge hits to conclude his freestyle here. Again, don't know if it'll be enough for the win or the lead, but he is certainly sending it, and the truck will go back into the trailer in one piece. That's always a plus. Last 2 moves just for the fans. Oh my! Maybe not going to be putting it back in one piece. Flipped it over after the time. Well, he still put on a good freestyle, but his crew chief got to be yelling at him a little bit over the headset. Like, man, I was going to have no work to do today, and now I've got to stay up a couple more hours. The backflip was good, and after the backflip, he really turned it on. That's what I like to see. Bari getting that huge air, and I mentioned it. He loves to do that. Hunting freestyle win number 1. Will this one be able to do it? All right, let's find out the score for Zombie. Got to beat that 8.611. Will he? No, not quite. 8.028. Judges didn't love that full run until that point. Here comes Cynthia Gauthier. Lucas Stabilizer wasting no time. She's out with a big leap. Cynthia, as I mentioned before, not a single competition win here on this channel. Trying to get one today. Already 20 seconds in after wasting no time out of the gate. Oh my, she's going sideways. Oh boy, broken on the front end. Will she be able to save it? Yes, she will, but that truck is cooked. Gonna have to take it back to the pits with a lot of repairs to do before the next event. Not a good day for Cynthia Gauthier here in San Diego. That last move is the one that is gonna grab all those highlight reels. Maybe a Crash Madness candidate. We're going to look at it on the onboard here. You could also see in the top right what it looked like on the outside. That's what it's like to crash in a monster truck. That one wasn't too bad on the inside, but man, it definitely looked pretty harsh from the outside. That thing was pretty hard landing. It's going to be tough for her to take the lead, and she won't. 6.846. Here is Chris Koehler, Mayhem. Chris Koehler has not been able to drive Mayhem very much on this channel. Very excited for him to do that here on this Stadium series. Still hunting the first ever competition win of his Beam Monster Jam career. Lining up for his very first move of the season in freestyle. There we go. Bring it home, Chris Koehler off a big air. Very nice air. Jim Koehler's son, always following in his father's footsteps, going for some big air. I want to see him pick it up a little bit more, though. He's still got some time. Oh my, getting caught up a little bit there. Gonna have to maneuver himself out of a problem. Oh no! Back right wheel decided to fall right off, and that's gonna end the run for Mayhem. That is not the way he wanted that run to go out. Unfortunately, didn't have really anything to show for it. Hadn't really picked it up quite yet. You see it right here. That back right got caught up. Not very good. And unfortunately, that is going to cause him a pretty bad score at the end of the day. We'll find out, though. Let's take a look at the score to beat. Belonging to Megalodon, the score for Mayhem is 7.290. It's just getting going out there. Here comes Tristen, England, JCB Digatron. Tristen has won a freestyle in his career, came back in Birmingham, Alabama. He's going to try and start off strong here today. There we go. His 2 minutes are on the clock. Tristen's always been a pretty good freestyler, more known for his skills and racing, but this series could be a chance for him to really break out, and big air like that'll help him. Still, though, we have not had many drivers really go that big or earn a wow moment. That's big, though. Little nose dive. That'll help. I mean, it seems like every time I've said that, I've kind of jinxed things a little bit, but he is looking pretty good. Back flipping it. Oh, a little short. Okay. Was hard off the car stack. This has been consistently some of the most air we have had out of anybody so far on this series. Time winding down. Time for one more move. Another big leap, and Tristen filling the run with big air, and we'll end it with a little stoppy. That was perfect. My goodness, that was great work. So Tristen putting down his best performance to try and take a lead in freestyle, and I gotta say, I think he did a pretty good job. This highlight reel filled with all kinds of air and big moments. A little on board here for some of that huge air that Tristen got. Ending it obviously with this beautiful stoppy. That will do it. Let's find out the score. We look at that score to beat one more time. The score for Tristen England, 9.116. He did enough to be your new leader. Coming out next will be Camden Murphy, Classroom Crusher. We don't have many drivers left to go. And Camden going to try and take down his good buddy Tristen England. Camden has one freestyle win on the channel. It's the only competition he's ever won. Nice air to start. Now Tristen took the lead with an air assault, so Camden's going to have to follow it up. Camden's going to have to do more than Tristen did air-wise, or get some really big wow moments. Unfortunate ending there as Classroom Crusher just rolled it right over. I mean, there was nothing to that. Just not really the way he wanted to go out. I ended up really right next to Axe. Something just went wrong there. Didn't hit this ramp very straight. Couldn't even really tell he was going to go over. I just was kind of caught in disbelief as he flipped it right over watching it happen. as he ends it kind of parked right there on the side. So another driver with a bit of a rough ending today. That's not going to help him scoring-wise. Score to beat. Definitely not going to be overtaken here. We'll see what Classroom Crusher gets. 6.724. That's going to open the door for Colt Stevens to walk out of here with an overall event championship. And lo and behold, that is going to bring up Colt Stevens' ThunderROARus. This is a big spot for him. He's gotten every point but one today, and now he has a chance to win the overall event championship pretty handedly. Colt Stevens, a very good freestyler, but has not picked up a win in this competition on this channel. Huge air. My, Colt not holding back early on. Huge air. I mean, Colt just loves getting that huge air. Halfway through, still doing a pretty good job. Oh my! Colt is just pulling out all the stops. He wants that overall. Colt 30 seconds to go to put up his best work to win. Perfect on the backflip too. He is really doing it all here in San Diego. My, oh my, it just doesn't stop with Colt Stevens here. I think this might be a really good bid to take a lead, and he does the same similar thing to what Tristen England did, but it is going to prevent him from getting one more move. This is going to be pretty close. I think Colt Stevens did his best work, but my, he doesn't stop there. Going to try and go bigger after the time. My, oh my, what a night for Colt Stevens, ending with a bang. Colt putting on his best show I have ever seen him put down. Not only hunting his first freestyle win, but his first ever overall event championship on the channel. This was his best effort to do that. The question on everyone's minds, will it be enough? Will the judges give him that first place spot? Digatron, score to beat. The score for ThunderROARus. Oh, not quite enough. That is second place, though. That is going to really help him and probably clinch him that overall event championship with just a couple trucks left to go. We'll now see Jim Koehler in Avenger. I don't know, let me know in the comments. Do you think Colt Stevens deserved to take the lead there? I think he did, but it was not my call. Jim Koehler going big to start off his run. Again, no competition wins for Jim Koehler, but he does have an overall in his career. That probably won't be possible today. With just 3 trucks to go, I believe Colt Stevens has wrapped it up. Oh boy, nosediving it in. Hold it together, Jim, on the sidewalls again. Jim Koehler is putting on a clinic here today with some of these wow moments. He might have broken an axle in the front left. I think he did, but we'll be able to tell a little bit more as he keeps on going. Yeah, definitely broken axle front left. No power up there. Oh my, hard hit on the cage. Oh, that flipped him right over. That hit will send a absolute lightning bolt up your spine. I almost don't want to watch it again. He's had a couple really hard hits in this run. The wow moment was right here, but didn't do much timing-wise, didn't fill the clock, so. Look at this here again. Hard hit. That had to hurt, and that'll put him over. So Jim Koehler did a good job today. With a score to beat of a 9.116, it's not going to be enough for him. He did a good job, though. That was a good showing out of Jim Koehler and Avenger today, but unfortunately, just not quite the best. Only got 2 trucks left to go, and next up will be Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger. Tyler driving the truck that everybody knows and loves, the most well-known monster truck in the history of the world. And Tyler has 2 freestyle wins in his career. Trying to go for number 3 today. He's going to have to take down Tristen England, who had a pretty good run, but nobody has had a full run with a big wow moment in there, and Tyler has a chance to do that. Off with some nice air, but again, that's been the common move that everybody has done tonight. Getting big air is not going to be enough for you to win it. We saw Colt Stevens do that, and it wasn't enough. Definitely going to throw in that big air, though. He's going to throw in as much of it as he can. Got it on the sidewalls. All right, got to save. Huge air again, so Tyler kind of following the path we've seen out of a lot of drivers tonight. Tyler, though, has still not really done enough in my eyes to take a lead. We'll see if he can pull it out. Backflip time. Everyone has completed it tonight. Tyler short. Oh boy, save it. There you go. 30 seconds left. More big air. That's some of the biggest air we've seen tonight, but can he complete this run with something good enough to give him a lead? The step-up gonna send him over the second deck. Oh my, big crash at the end. He's got a lot of momentum too. trying to save it, he does, and that is a wow moment as the time expires. Tyler Menninga put up his best big tonight, too. We've had a couple awesome freestyles tonight. It's not been the best beam freestyle ever, but we've had 3 drivers go out there and put on some classic Beam Monster Jam performances, and this one I think was enough to grab the lead. JCB Digatron was very good, but Gravedigger just was a little bit better in my eyes, and obviously the judges tend to prefer Gravedigger anyway, so maybe it'll be enough for him. Man, this is going to look gnarly on the inside of this truck. This huge leap was absolutely bonkers. You don't know when you're going to land until suddenly your back snaps in half. So does the truck. You flip it over, but guess what? You still have to save it because you're flipping over again, and you do. Great work out of Tyler Menninga. That was one of the best runs of the day, if not the best. Will it be enough to take the lead? Yes, it is. New leaders, Tyler Menninga and Gravedigger. That 9.230 will have to hold through one more truck. And that one more truck will be Ryan Anderson's Son-Uva Digger. He is off. He's got 2 minutes. They started right there. 2 freestyle wins in the career of Ryan Anderson on the channel. The last one came in Glendale, Arizona. Will today be number 3? Or will Tyler Menninga get number 3? No matter what, one driver will be bringing home their 3rd freestyle trophy in their career, but only one of them can take home the very first of the series. Oh no! He hits the Lucas stabilizer. That might end it. Oh, you can't do that. You have got to be smarter than that, Ryan. Thankfully, though, this isn't Monster Jam. We don't have those baby rules. We are out here ready to rumble, and Ryan sends a piece of the truck into the stands that will inevitably injure somebody. But that doesn't matter. We are out here for monster trucks, and that is what we are here to see. So Ryan getting a second life because we don't shut trucks off for dumb reasons. He has now completed enough to get a score. So again, he's going out here trying to win the first freestyle of the series, and also he wants to win this series very badly, and Ryan has had a pretty rough day. He needs to put on a good freestyle. He has not gotten many points, but getting the top 3 in freestyle would certainly help him to come back in that next event. If he wants a chance of winning this series at all, he has got a place in the top 4 in this freestyle competition right off the bat. But if anyone can have the control of his truck to guarantee a finish in the top 4, it is Ryan Anderson. Massive air nosediving. Wow, Ryan Anderson is really doing what he can. 30 seconds left. He needs to do more. Backflip ramp, he was a little short on it, but pops it into a wheelie. Don't want to waste too much time there. 15 seconds to go. He has not done enough to take a lead, but he has certainly done enough to have a good number. But can he finish with a bang? We've got maybe one more move in this freestyle competition. It'll be from Ryan Anderson. There it is, off the cars. Big air. His run is up. Freestyle is over, but Ryan is not. Ryan trying to save it. He has pulled it out and popped it into a wheelie for fun. Anything else is just for the fans. Ryan Anderson determined to make sure this truck doesn't drive off the track, and it won't. He parks it on the sidewalls. Good freestyle, not the best of the day, but a very good showing. That is the run Ryan needed to keep himself competitive for the points. The question is, will the judges think it is enough to overtake Tyler Menninga's run? This was a gritty freestyle, a true Ryan Anderson run, but Tyler had just the most perfect run you could have had tonight in this show. But some of these jumps from Ryan Anderson were absolutely crazy. He was definitely in another zip code on some of them. I would go so far to say he was showing up on the airport radar in San Diego with some of the leaps, and he did have a couple really nice wow moments. This was his final move of the run. It counted for scores, and it was a doozy. This might be what pushes him over the edge if he wins. I mean, this move was stellar, one of the best wow moments of the night, and that is sometimes all you need to win. Decided to just flip it over right at the end. You could see Ryan just forcing that truck over, and it balanced right there on the sidewalls perfectly. Will it be enough? Gravedigger's score to beat. Will it be enough for Son of a Digger? Not quite 9.137, but it does get him second place, and that is about where I would have put him myself. So that means your freestyle winner today will be Tyler Menninga, Gravedigger with a 9.230. We had a lot of big moments here in freestyle today, and we're just getting started on Stadium Series East for this point series. It's going to be a real battle. These drivers are going to be good. They're going to be fighting. And we still have to crown an overall event champion today and find out who leaves this event in first place on the series. So let's look right now. The overall event champion is Colt Stevens in ThunderROARus. The math was pretty clear after Colt went out there and did what he did in freestyle. But Tristen in the JCB Digatron doing very well, getting second place. Tyler Menninga in third, Camden Murphy fourth, Jim Koehler in fifth, and Ryan Anderson's big performance was able to put him all the way up to sixth. So Son of a Digger still pretty far out in the points, but there's quite enough competition left for Son of a Digger to walk out of here with a series win. But Colt Stevens, a bit of a surprise, his first ever overall event championship here on the channel, and it comes away in the first event on this series. That is the best start he could have possibly asked for if he wanted to win this series, and right now, Colt is going to do his best to hold it for the rest of the season. But that is it for our very first event here on Stadium Series East for Beam Monster Jam 2025. An awesome performance and a very fun way to start. I have been Who's Ready for Monster Jam. Thank you to everyone behind the scenes that made this show happen, to our sideline reporter and everyone. We will see you in the next one.